Hey gang, happy 4th of July, or I guess it's the day after. Today is Wednesday. I didn't make one of these on Monday, but I thought about it. But I was playing so much Irisu Syndrome, I've still been playing Irisu Syndrome. I don't know why. Dude, it's like Minesweeper, where it's like, it's kind of mundane and boring, and it's like not very well laid out on how you play it, but like, I don't know. It's kind of like the way that you just kind of figure out like strategies and stuff and you improvise on the fly. It's a very captivating of a game. I actually really enjoy the gameplay loop of Irisu Syndrome. If you don't know what Irisu Syndrome, it is a freeware game made in I don't know what engine. It doesn't matter what engine. But what is notable about it is it's kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club, but it like predates it. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say what directly inspired Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's definitely got it's definitely been inspired by that game. So yeah, what it is it is like a horror game, puzzle game. I guess it's more puzzle than horror, but it's pretty neat. It's actually quite interesting. I picked it up because Plasterbrain told me about it. Plasterbrain is one of the people I interviewed in my Yume Nikki video, however far back. They said that Irisu Syndrome had a lasting impact on them. So I was like, I trust, I'll play it. Plus, like, I'm kind of just in my freeware era where there's like a lot of really good free games that are like story games just made by like solo developers that are worth playing. So I've kind of been in my era of that, because it's like, you know, I still do it, like, but why play a game that you've played a million times? Like, you know, this applies to so many games. League of Legends, Apex, pretty much any Battle Royale, pretty much any, like, FPS game. But, like, why would you play the same game? Like, when you think about it, after your match, say you go to play, like, a game of Valorant. So you load in, you play it out, you know, it's just an average match. You know, nothing crazy happens. It's like, okay, you know, I've played for 200 hours, let's say. It's like, am I improving at this game? Not very much, no. Like, I'm kind of just, you know, I've hit my stride. And it's like, you know, did I have fun this game? It's like, meh. I didn't have that much, you know, it wasn't a blast, but, you know, it wasn't unfun. And it's like, you know, am I gonna remember this game? No. This game will be completely deleted from my memory within less than like a week. So it's like, you know, why not use that time to play a single player game? Like, the stuff that I'm doing in you know, in Irisu Syndrome, I will remember this game. But if I played, you know, Apex for 2 hours, I wouldn't remember those games most likely. What? I wouldn't have gotten better at Apex most likely. You know, I'm not making friends in Apex. It's just like, you know, if you know, you're not relaxing playing Apex or whatever game, you know, I guess what I'm saying is time enjoyed is not time wasted, but if you aren't enjoying the game you're playing, it's like, why play it? You know, I enjoy Apex, me specifically, but like, you know, if I were to play League of Legends instead, League of Legends, I just, you know, I don't care to improve in League. I don't make any friends on League. I don't remember my League games. So, you know, there's no reason to play League over, you know, a single player game that I will remember. I don't know. You know, I didn't mean for that to be preachy. You're going to spend your free time however you want, you know. But that's why I decided to pick up irisu syndrome. Because I was looking at it. I was bored. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll play BattleBit or something. Because I've been enjoying BattleBit. But then I was like, I mean, I do enjoy BattleBit. I really do. It was really like a 50-50 between BattleBit. Because, like, you know, if I were to play BattleBit, I would probably remember those matches. That would probably stick with me a little bit. I'd have fun. But I do think people are actively, like, role-playing in chat much less, which is making it not as funny anymore. The humor factor is kind of wearing off. But it is still basically just Battlefield Bad Company 2, which was a fantastic game. So BattleBit is still a big dub in my books. But yeah, irisu syndrome is cool. I still have more to play. I have to get the special endings for reaching level 100, mainly in the Metsu mode. I got to 99. And then I fumbled the bag. Really sad. But you know, dude, when I first played irisu syndrome, sorry for the squeaking, by the way. When I first played irisu syndrome, I was pretty spooked. But I went to bed and I was seeing falling shapes in my brain, and I was flipping them around and connecting. I was comboing falling shapes in my brain. I'm like, God, this is like, I have I have the same thing happen when I play Minesweeper. Well, I'll see Minesweeper boards and I'll be solving Minesweeper in my head, and I'm like, God, why is this like my curse and my blessing? Like, I just can't sleep because I'm thinking about stupid falling blocks of irisu syndrome and stupid mines and Minesweeper. I don't know why I enjoy those games so much, but they are absolute brainworms for me. So I don't know. It's tragic, I suppose. But yeah, I don't remember what else I was going to say. I was going to talk about something I saw, like, it was like Tuesday of last week. I guess, yeah, the week before. Where, like, dude, Skullgirls made this update. I only know about it because I saw it on Twitter. Skullgirls is this 2D fighting game, and it's like, sometimes doing some moves, like some animations, you would see like your characters like panties or something. And like they made an update where they changed the frames so that they no longer were as I don't know, perverted, I guess. And dude, it was actually mind-boggling how many people were in the comments going like, oh, they're ruining the game, they're ruining everything. It's like what they did was like they there's a character named Parasol who's like a military commander, and like the characters that she can command, they have like red armbands, and they're like, we're gonna get rid of the red armbands because that's like a little too real, like that's a little too Nazi, so we kind of don't think that's in good taste anymore. And then they got rid of all the panty shots, and then they got rid of like some like I think it was nods to, or like implied racism, or maybe it was not even implied, but you know, some sort of like, you know, cops against like black people, like in the story mode of Big Band, because Big Bland is a black guy. So they're like, yeah, let's get rid of some of those tones and, you know, make, you know, clean the game up a little bit. Because, you know, the game was published by some dude. Like, it was created by this dude who was a little dicey. He, like, made, like, a George Floyd joke on stream. And everyone was like, I don't really like that. And then apparently, like, he was perverted towards, like, female employees or whatever. Anyways, totally not the point. The point was that everyone in the comments was like, they're ruining the game. Censorship is a plague. I'm so glad I didn't buy this game. This game's going down the shitter. It's like, dude, how can you be mad about this? Like, this is so sad. And like, dude, Omega Volwin, he's a Danganronpa guy, or at least like part, like a big part of his channel was Danganronpa. He's the reason that I got spoiled on some V3 stuff. So thanks, fuckhead. I also name dropped him as like a pillar of like the community in one of my Danganronpa videos, but he's really just out here being like, damn, my favorite 2D fighting game, they fucking denounce Nazism and racism. This game's going down the shitter. Like, dude, how can you actually be that passionately upset about that? Like, if that post was never made, if the update page never existed, nobody would have noticed. And like, I saw someone make a comment where it's like, you have to be like an absolutely chronic beater for you to notice that a character's panties weren't showing in one of their animations. It's like, yeah, you have to really be down cataclysmic for you to notice that. And I was actually like so mad about that. Like, I was so mad reading those comments. I came out of work, I opened Twitter, then instantly day ruined. Yeah, that pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, man, Omega Valwin, we got beef now. You are no longer on the nice list. In real life, I would fold you in half. Not really. I'm not an aggressive person, but I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But what else? What would I expect? What did I even expect? I don't know him like that. I should have never even name dropped him in the damn Danganronpa video. But yeah, he's on the bad list now. He's not in my good graces. It could change. He could come. He can make a comeback, but he's got an uphill battle. He's really got an uphill battle. But yeah, that's all. This is my first YouTube beef. Wow. But yeah, that's all. See ya.